Hello everyone and welcome back to the desk with me, Alex, at the desk. And as you can see, I've got something on my desk that I'm going to try and make more usable. So let's get to it. Yeah, so as I said in the previous video, I have my danger tank engine and I want to give it tension lock couplings so to be able to couple up to wagons. And well, I've come across a few problems, so I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you what I mean. So here we have the danger tank engine, and I've got a bit of blue tack here, and I was thinking I've got these new NEM pockets. I would just be able to glue that on to the locomotive and we'd be able to couple up. But that's forwards, isn't it? Come back. There is a slight issue, and it's the hooks. The hooks are metal, so while it can, kind of shunt with these, get stuck on the cutting mat. It's not great because the hook's constantly up, which means you can't connect to something that doesn't have a hook because, it just keeps going back up. So that's kind of annoying. Obviously, I could take the hook out, but then I wouldn't have anything to hook it to things that don't have hooks on. So, I'm gonna just get that's the light, isn't it? Which one of these is the sound? There we go. I'll just turn it off there. So, in order to sort this out, I've got a couple of different couplings here. This is a big style tension lock coupler, but it too suffers from the magnet problem, and also they're too high. I need to lower down the height of it. I do have what appears to be a mainline coupler, which actually is not too bad. It's not central there, but because it's plastic, so it's not too much of a problem. And you can see the hook on the challenge wagon is actually starting to go up towards the magnet itself. But that kind of works. And if I move some stuff, I can lift you up. There you go. There's my crane I'm busy repairing. With the jib snapped again. We can try and do this without it coming off the end of the railway. So move the beer can out of the way. It's an empty one. It's for my camera turn thing. So it does work. I would just run into the crane, send it up a hill behind me, and send it back. So I think this coupling is probably the one I'll use. It's just a case of attaching it, and I have glue here, super glue stuff. Don't know if it's going to work very well. Just bringing you back down. There, but I don't know, because like I said it's not quite there. I kind of have to step it down a bit. Now, if I do fit a coupling to the front, there's a screw there, and I'm not sure whether I'll be able to see. There's no space to kind of push that back there, so I don't know. I could, try and figure out how to attach this to the front. A wire maybe stretched between the buffers might work out better, because it would be nice to be able to do like shunting and stuff with it. So yeah, I think what I'll have to do is I'll have to find something to put onto this bit, and then add that bit on, so it's a bit lower. Alright, so I've got a piece of wood here, and I'm just going to put some of this super glue on it, and trying to get my fingers. And that should then allow me to attach this to that. And see, in the future I can go back and paint it black. I want it to be back a little bit there. And hope that that will stick to that. And then we can add a bit of glue to here somewhere. And hopefully that rougher surface caused by the do not bin symbol. Sorry, I'm focusing. There we go. That will allow me to just put that onto there. And I'd say that's all the height difference I need, because it was working quite well. Anyways, I'll line that up with the back of the engine. Ow. Oh no. I've stuck my finger to the danger train. Ag. Oh no, I got super glue on it. Oh, I don't mind. Look weathered anyways. I don't know where that glue came from. Anyways, it's going to get a lot more weathered and dirty probably on my railway. Seems to be setting fine there, so I'll show you whether that's worked or not when it's dry. And if not, well, I'll just snap the wood off, it'll be fine. So while it's been drying, I've been cutting up some wire that I found, and I figured that it'll sit underneath the buffers like that, and hopefully won't stop you from being able to open it if you ever need to open it. I'm hoping I never need to open it, and then that will hopefully be able to hook onto there. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on either end of this, and then pop that onto there. And somehow there's already glue on the buffer anyways. Twist it around like that. I mean, obviously a finer wire probably would have been a better choice, but you know, it's a kid's toy. Doesn't matter if it looks a bit chunky. And you'll see, height wise, it's a little bit high, but the hooks should stay. And once it's kind of dried a bit, I'll be able to kind of bend it down a little, but it's difficult because it's not perfect in there. Anyways, I can always pull it off anyways, presumably. But I'm hoping that this will mean that I can use it with my other rolling stock. I think that looks alright. Just put a tiny bit more glue on the back of the buffer head there and there. So leave that to dry now. And we'll come back and see whether it works with normal rolling stock, or whether I've kind of ballsed it up a bit. But it doesn't matter, like I said, because it won't affect how it runs with the other rolling stock, I don't think. Yeah. Ooh, fumes from the glue. I'll just check actually. Get my wagon. Shouldn't have any trouble coupling up to this now. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no trouble there whatsoever. Right, we'll leave that upside down to dry. So the glue should be dry now. We've got our little coupling there. I probably don't want to put too much weight on that. I don't know how well this glue is actually working, you know, to be honest. But we can see now I think I missed it, did it? There we go. I'm going to take the engine now and place it just here. I have to be careful not to drive it off the end of the thing, because the flap isn't down. Right, so we've got a whistle, and now we're going to go backwards and stop and forwards. And go backwards. And forwards. So we had a slight uncoupling issue there. Let's get the train back. I wonder, did the mainline hook stop being engaged and then the other hook was lifted up? Yeah, see, the other hook lifts up. I don't think it's that visible from... Oh, no, that's the wrong way. From this angle. You can see it's lifted up by the magnet. But, you know, it seems to be kind of holding it near enough. Probably could have done with being a bit further down. Right, I'll just turn the camera around and we'll see it going up the hill and see if it goes okay. Right. There we go. It's medium speed now. We've left the coaches behind. What is it about that particular spot that makes it come uncoupled? Because it was pulling them perfectly fine along there, and it just lifts off. It's pretty funny the way that it does it. We'll get the train back now, and I'll see if I can just angle this down a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Snap that off there, off the wood, and I'll just add another bit. Yes, the glue is dry, split bus. Hello everyone. Here's the split bus. Good boy. Now, right, let's get back to it. Ooh, my tripod's stuck on some lights. You can really things for Christmas. Right, so we'll get this into focus and we can have a look. As you can see, the glue has decided to mist up my cutting mat, and I do really need new cutting mat because mine, I know it's a mess. And this stuck to it. There we go. Right, okay. So the danger train is here, and as you can see, it's got a bit white. I'm going to paint that black afterwards if it stays stuck. But this kind of moves up and down a little, so that's good. We'll see now. Oh no, I'm not with TNT on the floor. Never mind. Right, let's see if we can reverse this now and couple up and then... Oh, whew, that was close. It nearly fell off the desk. Right. Come back. This is not going well. Hang on. Can we stay coupled now? There we go. What are you doing? Besides trying to knock over the milk. Anyways, as we were saying, that's looking pretty good. What are you doing? Oh, I don't know. Now, yeah, right, we're going to test these coaches now with the coupling, and yeah, the crane has glued as well, which is good. I should probably take off this blue tack. There we go. And don't try to snap it again. There you go. Could do with a bit of red on that. Or some rust, I could paint brown on it. Anyways, nice. So, we have our train up here. And we've got our controller. Some coal in. Please, couple. What's stopping it now? Nothing. Just because rolling, but it is coupled. It's fine. It just it just pushes the stuff with the bar and the plastic thing doesn't come down yet. But this is the moment of truth. Will it pull them up the hill? Will it make it go faster? That looks good to me. Come back. Ooh, you're in shadow smokers. There we go. We go forward again. Yes, that's great. Right, now we just need to test the front coupling. The front coupling here now is just a bit of wire that's super glued. I don't know if it's going to be any good. It's probably too high. It is definitely too high, but there's nothing to attach to because the battery charging bit is in the way. However, this may or may not work, and I'm hoping it does work. If it could get up the hill with them, we can go a bit faster. No, he's stuck in a tunnel. We get him to come back now. Oh, he's still coupled up. Or her or it. I don't really know. It's a battery-powered locomotive, so it's not a steam locomotive technically. We'll give it a bit more juice. I'm not entirely sure what it's grounding out on there, but as far as I'm aware, the coupling is working. And for instance, we can shunt back this way and stop it, and it doesn't come uncoupled. So I would say that that's pretty successful. So that's good news. So with that test done, we can get our paintbrush that's been soaking in white spirit for about 3 months. We get it, Emily. Busy in the other room, having a lovely time, apparently. And we're going to open this up. This is our matte black, hopefully. Oh, yeah. And we get our stick. We're going to give it a stir. And then I'm going to dab the paintbrush onto that. And we get this in focus. So this is where our glue has got us. And we're going to... So one of the things I'm going to do, just quickly, is I'm going to get my red paint out and I'm going to paint the buffer beams red. It's a brand new red, that is. Coffee stick. Give it a stir. Now! Now, he says, I want it now! Right, there we go. We'll leave that to dry now, and I'll show you how it looks when it's finished. And so here we have the finished article, the Danger Tank Plus, I suppose you could call it. You can see here I've painted some red on the back. I've got these lovely red buffer beams on the front, which really, really does just improves the look of the engine. It's not perfect. If you could do it better than I did, it would improve it even more. But like, I'll hold it here and I'll just focus it there. It just looks so much better with the red buffer beams. I've got the couplings at the back. It's disguised slightly by the black paint. It's not all white and cloudy underneath because I painted it. And yeah, so it works, and I can demonstrate to you up there as I did. It works. It looks good. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I'd like to do another episode where I try and get it open and look at the cab and maybe detail up the cab a bit, like paint it gold and red and stuff like that. Maybe get some tools, maybe some fire irons or something to rest on top of the tanks. That would be funny to do to such a low detail model. I mean, like, there were things that I didn't touch on in my initial review of the train set, like how good the coal molding is for, I mean, it's shiny, yes, but it's a very good molding for the model itself, for its intended purpose. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. And as you can see, look, you can hook a hook onto the bit there, so I can use that for shunting. Really happy with how that's turned out. So yeah, I think that's good. So I'm just going to leave you with a couple of shots of the engine. Yes, it's my minor improvements to the Danger tank engine from the Steam Goods Express set. And as you see, it's got red buffer beams, and I've added a sort of front coupling to the front. I've added a functional tension lock to the rear, mildly functional. Blended it in. Really simple stuff that I've made look way more work than it probably actually is. And I think it's fantastic. And I'm going to hand it over to Alex for the next episode of Beaglington-On-Sea and see how that goes. See whether I can pull a train of some sort of weight, perhaps. But that's all we've got time for on this episode of Alex at the Desk. And so I'm going to pop the train down here and say thank you very much for watching. Thank you to everyone who likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. Don't forget to share to your friends, tell your friends to subscribe. All the numbers going up is generally good. But hey, who cares about that really? Anyways, just nice to have you down here for some more modelling stuff. So yes, that's it. That's everything, I think. Yeah, that is. Thank you once again for watching. I hope I've been a wonderful Alex, you've been a wonderful audience, and we'll see you again next time, probably down here at the desk for some other sort of model railway shenanigans. And that's it. And don't forget, there's also the subscribe bubble and the playlist thing. Oh. Time is clocking on, I suppose. Better get planning for Christmas. Ta-ra.